Elections are on a full swing in Madhya Pradesh. Bigwigs including Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Kamal Nath, Union Minister Prahlad Patel and others have now cast their vote. The state has reported 11.83% voting till 10 a.m. The state is witnessing a high-stakes battle where Shivraj Singh Chauhan is eyeing a record fifth term while the Congress is hoping to repeat its 2018 performance. We've also now spoken with the son of Kamal Nath, who is expected to be the next chief minister if the Congress party comes back to power. Let's quickly listen in to our exclusive conversation with Congress Madhya Pradesh President Kamal Nath's son Nakul Nath. Listen in.
प्रदेश के विधानसभा चुनाव की पोलिंग जो है वो प्रारंभ हो चुकी है और छिंदवाड़ा जिस पर सबकी निगाहें थी वहां पर भी पोलिंग आज जो है वो शुरू हो चुकी है। पीसीसी चीफ कमलनाथ अपने परिवार के साथ पहले मंदिर पहुंचे, हनुमान जी की जो है प्रार्थना, हनुमान जी के सामने प्रार्थना की, उनकी पूजा अर्चना की। उसके बाद उनके निवास शिकारपुर जो ग्राम है वहां स्थित प्राथमिक शाला में पीसीसी चीफ कमलनाथ, सांसद नकुल नाथ और उनकी बहू प्रिया नाथ ने अपने मत का उपयोग किया। सांसद नकुल नाथ जो हैं वो छिंदवाड़ा के तमाम पोलिंग बूथ्स पे पहुंच रहे हैं मुआयना करने के लिए, जायजा लेने के लिए। हम सांसद नकुल नाथ से बात करते हैं कि क्या माहौल समझ में आ रहा है। सर, आज जिसका इंतजार था, आज पोलिंग डे आ चुका है। विधानसभा चुनाव 2023 का मतदान आज होने जा रहा है, होना शुरू हो चुका है। क्या लगता है, क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
मुझे छिंदवाड़ा विधानसभा की जनता पर पूरा विश्वास है कि वे फिर से कमलनाथ जी को आशीर्वाद देंगे, अपना प्यार और विश्वास फिर से कमलनाथ जी को देंगे।
सबकी निगाहें छिंदवाड़ा पर लगातार टिकी हुई थी और अभी भी टिकी हुई है कि छिंदवाड़ा क्या जो है रिजल्ट देने वाला है। सातों विधानसभा में 2018 में कांग्रेस के प्रत्याशी जीते थे, आपने दोबारा उन्हीं पर विश्वास जताया जो जीते थे। क्या लगता है आप?
मुझे तो ये लगता है कि केवल छिंदवाड़ा में ही नहीं बल्कि पूरे मध्य प्रदेश में जनता परेशान है भारतीय जनता पार्टी से और जनता कांग्रेस पार्टी को आशीर्वाद देने जा रही है।
प्रदेश का ऐसा कौन सा मुद्दा है नकुल नाथ जी जिसको लेकर आप ये विश्वास जताते हैं कि कांग्रेस अपनी सरकार बनाने जा रही है?
महंगाई, भ्रष्टाचार, बेरोजगारी, किसानों पर अत्याचार, आदिवासियों पर अत्याचार, महिलाओं पर अत्याचार, इसके खिलाफ मध्य प्रदेश की जनता वोट करेगी और कांग्रेस के पक्ष में वोट करेगी।
क्या लगता है आपको, कितना मतदान होगा आज?
मुझे तो उम्मीद है 70% मतदान हो जाना चाहिए।
सांसद नकुल नाथ ने तमाम मुद्दे बताए कि किन मुद्दों पर जनता उनके पक्ष में जाने वाली है, किन मुद्दों पर जनता कांग्रेस की सरकार बनाने वाली है। हालांकि ये दावे हैं, दोनों ही पार्टियां अपने अपने दावे कर रही हैं। वहीं उन्होंने ये भी कहा कि मतदान की उम्मीद है कि 70% से ज़्यादा मतदान जो है वो प्रदेश में होता हुआ नजर आएगा। छिंदवाड़ा से मैं आफाक हुसैन, इंडिया न्यूज़ के लिए।
Okay, all right. So there you heard it. That was Nakul Nath, very confident of the Congress coming back to power. Before I bring in our guests and analysts into this conversation, I go across to my colleague Ria, who brings us the real figures from the ground. Ria, what really has been the voter turnout so far?
Yes, Devika. So let's start with the constituency Balaghat, which garnered 14.45 voter turnout till now, and then we have Anuppur, which had 12.31% of voter turnout till 9 a.m. This is till 9 a.m. viewers. And Gwalior, which is one of the key constituencies of the state, had 5.91% voter turnout till 9 a.m. again. And we have Malhargarh, which had 15.40% of voter turnout till 9 a.m. Now, viewers, we need to see the numbers are constantly growing with as the time passes. This is till 9 a.m. Chhindwara had 12.49% voter turnout, which is Kamal Nath's constituency. We now have Narela, 7.25% voter turnout till 9 a.m. After this, we have Raghogarh, which had 12.64% voter turnout, and we are sure numbers are constantly growing. And now we have Ujjain South, which had 9.50%. Remember, viewers, Ujjain is one of the key constituencies of the state. Indore had 6.2% of voter turnout till 9 a.m. Now we have Datia, 8.7% voter turnout till 9 a.m. Then we have Morena, 13.39% of voter turnout till 9 a.m. Then we have Sihawal, 12.84% of voter turnout till 9 a.m. And we have Shivpuri, 14.07% voter turnout. Then we have Badni, the Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan's constituency, 14.33% voter turnout. And then we have Diman, 11.64% voter turnout till 9 a.m. this morning. And then we have Jabua, 13.18% voter turnout with 13.18% people who've chosen to vote.
All those numbers, like I said, at the end of the day, it is the voter that counts. People who come out to vote, that's all that matters. So, of course, the numbers not looking too great in some of the cities. Gwalior, Indore, low voter turnout this morning. There could be several reasons for that, and we will try to get into that with our reporters as well. But joining me on the broadcast, Shivam Shukla of the BJP, Advocate Gyanendra Mishra, political analyst with us, Vineet Goenka, political analyst with us, and Anuma Acharya of the Congress with us on the broadcast. Let me begin with Anuma Acharya. As far as Madhya Pradesh is concerned, Anuma Acharya, I just want to understand from you, do you think that the Congress party has done enough to persuade the voter in Madhya Pradesh, to remind the voter in Madhya Pradesh that in 2018 it was the Congress party, in fact, that had the popular vote?
I have voted, and I have voted in Vidisha, which is one of the very important constituencies generally towards BJP, but last time there was a Congress MLA from the seat. And in Gwalior, where I was given the assignment for media for Chambal and Gwalior, there we are having a clean sweep because we are fighting on issue-based politics. We have people's issue, which is inflation, which is unemployment, and the crime against women. So Congress has a good ability to do governance, whereas in Madhya Pradesh, Shivraj Singh Chauhan has been announcing a lot, more than 26,000 schemes he has announced, but it is like aage part, piche sapat. Whatever he has announced, there is no report card of that. People are literally, they have got bored with him his acting, and whatever he has said. This Ladli Behna Yojana, this scheme has been launched only 4 months before the election, and that is not an inclusive scheme. Okay. It has only women, who are married women, and subsequently when a lot of people said about it, they have included the girls also above 18 years. Okay. So this scheme coming in the last 4 months, it itself indicates that BJP is, and then Prime Minister is violating all kind of election code of conduct. BJP people are again violating. You have seen in Morena what is happening in Dimni. There is a violence happening and the SP is supporting, and they have put the Congress candidates in house arrest so that they can not even see and visualize what is happening. Okay. This is what they are doing.
Okay, I'm going to give a chance to Shivam Shukla of the BJP to respond to that. Shivam, you've heard the charges of the Congress party. The stakes are high for the BJP as far as Madhya Pradesh is concerned. How do you respond?
Look, first and foremost thing is, we have seen the Congress spokesperson talking about that the Congress candidate has been pushed into the house arrest. The thing is, all the three candidates from the Bharatiya Janata Party, Congress Party and Bahujan Samaj Party has been put into the house arrest, and that is also for the security and the safety of the candidates and the betterment of the polling. So this is done for that reason. And the other thing is that when she talked about the 20,000 schemes, so could she name a few that have not been fulfilled by the MP government? We have seen the Shivraj Singh Chauhan government has been fulfilling the aspirations of the masses of the Madhya Pradesh, and that is the reason we have been voted into the power time and again. Even in the previous elections, when they have tried to divide the Madhya Pradesh on the caste lines, the people of Madhya Pradesh was not having a belief on the Congress party. They were already lacking the majority mark of 117. They were 114 seats. We were on 109. They have taken support of Sapa, Baspa and Nirdali MLAs and formed a government. So that was a coalition government. What we say, Bhanumati ne kunba joda, kahin ka rai, kahin ka roda. We are seeing that thing. And what Kamal Nath has done after coming into the power, he has been betraying the people of Madhya Pradesh on the name of the Karz Maafi. He has been betraying the people of Madhya Pradesh on the name of Berozgari Bhatta, and that's the reason people within that government has decided to bring Kamal Nath government to topple down and come into the power with Bharatiya Janata Party. And we've seen the people in the Gwalior Chambal who have won the elections on the Congress symbol with a margin of 5,000, 10,000. The same individuals have won the elections with the Bharatiya Janata Party symbol with more than 30,000 votes, 50,000 votes. That clearly shows what the people of Madhya Pradesh are wanting. We have credible leadership options. We have developmental agenda. We have made delivery of our schemes on the ground. And that's the reason people of Madhya Pradesh are not willing to vote for the Congress party, either of the situation. Congress party in Madhya Pradesh is not contesting election for the betterment or future of the individuals of Madhya Pradesh or the youth of Madhya Pradesh. Instead, their leaders are contesting this election to secure the virasat and betas of their family. Digvijay Singh is fighting election in order to secure the future of Jayavardhan Singh. Kamal Nath is fighting election in order to secure future of Nakul Nath. None of them is concerned about what will happen of the Madhya Pradesh, how Madhya Pradesh is going.
Similar examples can be taken of the BJP as well. I don't think it's fair to say that there's only the Congress party.
Give me a chance to rebut.
Where there are leaders who then push their children forward. I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back to the BJP and Congress. I'm going to come back in just a moment because unfortunately today for the spokespersons is actually the Janta that on the ground that matters, and we finally have our reporters back with us. So I'm going to request our guests to actually listen in, because we're going to try to speak to some of the people on the ground. I see I have Manoj Sharma with me from Bairagad, and I have Prem with me from Dodia, is it? Manoj, क्या आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
जी बिल्कुल।
जी मनोज, कुछ लोगों से बात करिए पोलिंग बूथ पे, ये समझते हैं उनसे कि आज वो किस मुद्दे के लिए वोट कर रहे हैं, उनके लिए क्या जरूरी है।
जी बिल्कुल भाई साहब, अपन किस मुद्दे के लिए वोट करने के लिए यहाँ पहुंचे हैं? मुद्दा कुछ विशेष कोई मुद्दा आपके लिए? भाई साहब आप बताइए कुछ क्या है? वोट देना किस मुद्दे को लेकर वोट करने पहुंचे हैं, वो थोड़ा सा आप बताएंगे। वोट एक तो जाते हैं सब भाई साहब, होना चाहिए बिल्कुल। इस मुद्दे को लेकर पहुंचे, विकास के मुद्दे को लेकर।
विकास के मुद्दे को लेकर लेट्स गो अक्रॉस टू प्रेम इफ आई कैन एज वेल। प्रेम, कैन यू हियर मी? Okay, there seems to be some trouble, but we've seen an interesting pattern there as far as Madhya Pradesh is concerned, where a lot of people are not really interested in declaring what issues exactly are they that they're talking about. Is Prem with us?
जी हाँ, निश्चित तौर पर बाबा महाकाल की नगरी उज्जैन में जो मतदान का जो असर है, वे अभी तक 15% मतदान एवरेज लगाया जा रहा है। इसके साथ ही आप देख सकते हैं कि मैं मतदान केंद्र के बाहर हूँ। यहाँ पर पुलिस प्रशासन का अमला तैनात है, सुरक्षा के पुख्ता इंतजाम किए गए हैं। हालांकि मतदाताओं में शहरी क्षेत्र में रुझान अभी कम दिखाई दे रहा है। सुबह से जो मतदान हुआ है वो कम आका जा रहा है। ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों में मतदान काफी अधिक है। मेरे साथ खुद सुरक्षाकर्मी मौजूद है। सर, किस प्रकार की सुरक्षा व्यवस्था इंतजाम की गई, किन बातों का विशेष ध्यान दिया जा रहा है?
यहाँ पर 4 बूथ है इसमें
जी, और
चारों बूथों में शांति तरीके से मतदान चल रहा है, कोई अव्यवस्थाएं नहीं है
जी,
और लोग बाग अपने निर्णय अनुसार निर्णय लेते हैं, शूटिंग कर रहे हैं
जी। पुख्ता सुरक्षा व्यवस्था की गई है। कुछ मतदाताओं से भी मैं चर्चा करना चाहूंगा। सर, किन मुद्दों को सोचकर मतदान करने आए हैं? किन मुद्दों को सोचकर मतदान करने?
सबसे बड़ा मतदान का मुद्दा है हमारा कि जिस एरिया में हम निवास करते हैं उस एरिया में हमारी प्रोग्रेस हो जाए, वो सबसे बड़ा मुद्दा है जी। जैसे हमारा बगीचा का जीर्णोद्धार हो जाए हमारे यहाँ जी जी, है ना, हमारे लाइट चालू हो जाए, सबसे बड़ा मुद्दा हमारे पास जी। उसको देखते हमने वोटिंग की
जी। तो आप देख सकते हैं कि मतदाताओं का कहना है कि जो क्षेत्रीय समस्या है, स्थानीय समस्या है, जहाँ वे रहते हैं, उन बातों को विशेष ध्यान दिया जा रहा है। हालांकि हम ओवरऑल पूरे जिले की बात करें तो निश्चित तौर पर कमलनाथ जो पूर्व मुख्यमंत्री है, उनकी घोषणाएं या फिर जो वर्तमान मुख्यमंत्री शिवराज सिंह चौहान, उनके जो वादे हैं, उनकी जो योजनाएं शुरू हुई है, उसका भी यहाँ कुछ असर देखने को मिल रहा है जी।
Okay, Etyab also joins us from Indore. Before we listen in, let's go across to Jyotiraditya Scindia. Listen in.
अपनी प्रगति सुरक्षित और निरंतर रखने के लिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी को पूर्ण बहुमत के साथ इस चुनाव में जिताएगी और पूर्ण बहुमत की सरकार भारतीय जनता पार्टी की 3 दिसंबर को बनने जा रही है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Just expressing a lot of confidence there for the BJP. Ehtiyab Sheikh also joins us from Indore. Ehtiyab, can you hear me? Ehtiyab, can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely. I'm loud and clear.
Yes, go ahead, Ehtiyab. Can you show us around where exactly are you and what is it that you're picking up?
This exactly is one of the theme-based polling booths in Indore at Palacia. And I'll just take you through the visuals right now. It seems like this is something extraordinary. The Malvi theme is here. Absolute beautification has been done. Decoration had been, you can see Rajwada just behind me. I'll just ask Viren to focus onto this place. This is Rajwada, the heart of the city, which exactly has been portrayed out here. There we see proud voters. There is a placard which exactly states that entirely this area is, I can say that people are coming as if they are here for some celebration. मैम एक सवाल मैं आपसे करना चाहूंगा, किस तरह का रुझान दिख रहा है और ये जो थीम नजर आ रही है पूरा मालवी थीम नजर आ रहा है, ऐसा लग रहा है किसी फंक्शन में आए हैं,
किसी लोक संस्कृति के उस पे आ गए हैं कार्यक्रम में। हाँ, देखिए रुझान तो पूरी तरीके से बहुत ही सकारात्मक है और पिछले चुनाव के मुकाबले में हमें यहाँ पे वोटिंग परसेंटेज भी बहुत अधिक नजर आ रहा है। जैसा कि लोग कहते हैं कि साकेत और गुलमोहर के लोग निकलते नहीं हैं, वोट नहीं देते हैं, पर इस बार तो ऐसा लग रहा है बहुत ऐतिहासिक चमत्कार हो गया है। यहाँ पे सवेरे 11 बजे तक तो आप देखेंगे कि इतना जमावड़ा है, इतनी भीड़ है लोगों की और ये बदलाव नजर आ रहा है। और ये बदलाव जो है वो मोदी जी की लहर और अपने जो डबल इंजन की सरकार है, हमारे यशस्वी मुख्यमंत्री जी की जो लाडली बहन योजना का जो चमत्कार है और बाकी योजनाओं का लाभ
हम 100 मीटर के अंदर में है। मैं इस विषय पर बाद में आपसे बात करूंगा। मैम क्या कहेंगी, माहौल अच्छा लग रहा है?
अच्छा लग रहा है।
आपकी माफी चाहूंगा, हालांकि मुझे आपसे उम्र नहीं पूछनी चाहिए, लेकिन जितना जज्बा आपका देख रहा हूँ कि वोट डालने पहुंचे आप।
हाँ बिल्कुल, डाल के आ गई।
अभी डाल कर आ रहे हैं। परिवार के सब लोग आए थे?
मैं अकेली हूँ परिवार।
अच्छा, आप अकेली हैं पर वोट डालने आए थे। See, this exactly is the scenario. I'll just again take you to Sumitra Mahajan ji has arrived. She will be casting her vote, and
okay,
the former.
Okay, all right, Ehtiyab, thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast. We're having a little bit of an issue there with your connection. Hopefully, we'll be able to sort that out and hear you more clearly. Vineet Goenka also with us on the broadcast. Vineet, quickly want to understand from you, what really do you think is going to work in the favor of the BJP as far as Madhya Pradesh is concerned, especially in the last few days? The appeal that has been made to the tribal community by the Prime Minister. We know that, of course, the announcements were made in Jharkhand, but the fact that there's a large tribal population in Madhya Pradesh is not lost on anyone. Do you think that that's a big factor that could perhaps work well in the BJP's favor?
Devika, Ram Ram to you, Ram Ram to my co-panelists and all the viewers who are watching me right now. Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh both has two population which has been addressed by all the parties, and I think Bharatiya Janata Party has done it beautifully. The tribal and the women. The toilet which has been provided there in Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh will impact not only to the women but to the entire society. Then the voters are very excited about this because in the last 7 years, crores of toilets which have been provided has helped them, come over the shyness to. It has also helped them in the health. Number two, the penetration of household gas in the Madhya Pradesh area, especially in the Satna Sagar area, also is a positive for Bharatiya Janata Party. There is one thing which everybody in Bharatiya Janata Party or others would be excited is about the development which has been done about in Omkareshwar, Sipra, and also in the Kana. So the tourism, the religious circuit has been developed. One thing which also helps Bharatiya Janata Party is the DBT, direct benefit transfer. When the money is directly transferred to the beneficiary, the middlemen are eliminated. There is a transparency which is very good, and also it helps the women because the money is not landing in her husband or brother or father's hand. So she has some kind of independence. So that is also one thing which is very positive. What I see negative about Congress is the infight which I see in Madhya Pradesh, especially between Digvijay ji and Shivraj ji, and also the anti-Hindu trend which they have taken is not gone well in the city of Omkareshwar and Mahakal and Sipra in Madhya Pradesh. There is also one more problem with Congress, which probably Anumaji will help us to understand, is the divided house which they have. I could not see Kamal Nathji in the entire election trail with Priyanka ji and Rahul ji. Probably he has kept them away from his meetings. So that is also been discussed a lot. So in short, if I say, चाल चरित्र चेहरा बहुत बड़ा विषय होगा मध्य प्रदेश के अंदर। एक जगह मजबूत चाल, मजबूत चेहरा और अच्छी चरित्र जो है, और दूसरी तरफ कमलनाथ जी का चेहरा है या राहुल जी का चेहरा है जो उनको दुख देगा शायद।
All right, Vineet, I'll come back to you. My colleague Kulbhushan joins us from Bhopal, of course, the capital. Very crucial. Kulbhushan, take it away, please. Where exactly are you right now in Bhopal? And if we can please speak to some of the people on the ground, because today is the Voters' Day.
बिल्कुल, क्योंकि सुबह से ही मध्य प्रदेश में जो मतदाता हैं उन मतदाताओं में एक अलग ही उत्सुकता देखी जा रही है। हालांकि जो निर्वाचन के अधिकारी हैं उन्होंने भी मतदाता के स्वागत के लिए स्पेशल जो है बूथ बनाए। आप देख सकते हैं कि ये पिंक बूथ है, यहाँ पर स्पेशल व्यवस्था की गई है। जो महिलाएं हैं, महिलाओं के साथ साथ पुरुषों का भी ध्यान रखा गया है और बढ़ चढ़कर जो है मतदाता यहाँ पर हिस्सा भी लेते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं। आप देख सकते हैं कि मतदान केंद्रों में सुबह से ही मतदाताओं की लंबी कतारें देखने को मिल रही है। इसके साथ ही मध्य प्रदेश के पूर्व मुख्यमंत्री और मुख्यमंत्री ने जो है अपने मत का उपयोग किया है। यहाँ पे कुछ मतदाता हैं, उनसे हम बातचीत करेंगे। आज मतदान का एक विशेष पर्व है, कैसा लग रहा है सबसे पहले तो? और क्योंकि वोट ये देखते कि विकास के नाम पे वोट हो, रोजगार के साधन उपलब्ध हो, क्या कहना चाहेंगे? आपको लगता है कि मध्य प्रदेश में विकास हुआ है?
मध्य प्रदेश में विकास हुआ है और विकास के साथ ही वोट होना है।
विकास के साथ ही वोट होगा। आपका क्या कहना है?
बिल्कुल सर का जैसा कहना है वैसे हमारा कहना है।
बिल्कुल। सुविधाएं कैसी लग रही हैं मतदान केंद्रों में?
मतदान केंद्र में बहुत अच्छी सुविधाएं हैं, पूरा सिस्टमेटिक तरीके से चल रहा है।
आपका क्या कहना है? कुछ बोल। आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे?
नहीं।
बिल्कुल, साफ तौर पे देख सकते हैं क्योंकि मतदान केंद्र पर तमाम जो सुविधाएं यहाँ पर दी गई है। इसके साथ ही विशेष तौर पर अगर हम मतदान केंद्र के अंदर की आपको तस्वीर दिखाएं तो सभी मतदाता एक एक करके जो है अपने मत का उपयोग करते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं। मध्य प्रदेश में कांग्रेस की अगर बात करें तो कांग्रेस से जो सीएम फेस है वो कमलनाथ है, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं बीजेपी की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो बीजेपी में तमाम वो जो बड़े चेहरे सामने रखे गए हैं, लेकिन प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के चेहरे पर मध्य प्रदेश में चुनाव लड़ा गया है। सुबह से हालांकि कुछ जिलों से जरूर ऐसी तस्वीर हमने सामने देखी, जैसे दिमनी मुरैना में गोली तक चली है और 2 लोग घायल हुए हैं। इसके साथ ही छतरपुर में कांग्रेस के प्रत्याशी जो हैं नाथी राजा, उनके ड्राइवर की हत्या कर दी गई है। लेकिन मध्य प्रदेश में शांतिपूर्ण तरीके से आज मध्य प्रदेश की 230 विधानसभा सीटों में सुबह से मतदान जारी है।
All right, Kulbhushan, thank you so much for joining us with that very quick and crisp report from the ground there. Let me quickly go across to Advocate Gyanendra Mishra also, who's with us on the broadcast. Advocate Mishra, just want to understand from you quickly, the pattern on the ground is that I'm speaking to Gyanendra Mishra right now. Okay, all right. We have Dinesh Gundurao joining us. Let's go across. We have Dinesh Gundurao with us, AICC in charge for Tamil Nadu, Puducherry and the Karnataka Health Minister as well. Mr. Gundurao, thank you so much for joining us on NewsX. I begin by asking you, has a perception of corruption been created as per you against the Congress in Chhattisgarh?
After being in power for 5 years, just during the elections, if the Modi government tries to play the usual dirty tricks, that is not going to work out. This is very, very clearly, it's very visible that it is a ploy to just create some sensational, make some sensational allegations and try and create some confusion in the people's mind of Chhattisgarh. But it is laughable, and this is going to rebound back on them only. And Chhattisgarh, our government has done very well, and we have no doubt that Mr. Baghel is coming back as Chief Minister. Okay, Mr. Gundurao, at the same time, has the Karnataka plan then been cloned to win the polls in Madhya Pradesh as it's being speculated? See, Karnataka election was a path-breaking election. because not only did we defeat BJP, we thrashed the BJP there. Despite Prime Minister Modi and Mr. Amit Shah being present almost every other day, continuously campaigning, they literally went to each and every constituency. So, what we did in Karnataka was we reached out to the people, we assured them a few things that which we called them the Congress guarantee, and we came out with a brilliant manifesto. So that is the thing. I think that model is being now repeated in other states, where Congress specifically tells what they are going to do. And the biggest plus point here is that in Karnataka, what we have promised, we've already delivered in 6 months. All the guarantees have been delivered and reached the people. So not only are we just speaking through words, but also through action. So I think that's why it's being used. These guarantees and these poll promises and manifestos are being taken seriously because of what the Congress is doing. Otherwise, nobody used to bother about manifestos before.
And we'd also, of course, like to understand why exactly does the Congress party feel that it will be brought back to power in Chhattisgarh?
See, it's already no one can discount the Congress. The Bharatiya Janata Party has tried its utmost to see that we have a Congress Mukt Bharat, but they have failed utterly, and people are looking at them with utter contempt today because of the way they are trying to derail democracy and democratic principles. So Congress has always existed, is existing, and will continue to exist. And let me tell you, in all these 5 states, it is Congress versus some other party. In 3 states, it is Congress versus BJP, and in 2 states, it is Congress versus a regional party. So Congress is there in all 5 states, and we can win. We can win also in all the 5 states.
And at the same time, how exactly then does the Congress plan on beating the BJP in Madhya Pradesh?
See, in Madhya Pradesh, we were actually the elected government last time. The people of Madhya Pradesh had defeated BJP. But by engineering defections and Operation Kamala that they do, they came back to power through the back door. So, and they have seen the worst kind of governance in BJP, in Madhya Pradesh by the BJP. The corruption, the maladministration, people have gotten even more fed up. So our campaign has been good, and definitely I think the people last time they voted for us in big numbers. This time I think we will come out with an even bigger number. So I do not have any doubts in my mind that Congress will not win Madhya Pradesh. I'm 100% sure that we will win.
Okay, Mr. Gundu Rao, before we let you go, today is not the day for Telangana, but of course the elections are right around the corner. So I must ask you, Congress's minority declaration in Telangana has been criticized as vote bank politics. How do you respond?
See, these are not appeasement. Every section of society needs to be addressed, whether it is the backward classes, whether it is the SC, STs, whether it is the minorities, or whether it is the regional aspirations. All these things needs to be addressed. And in democracy, it is the will of the people, and we work for the people. So when we are working for the people, issues of the people have to be addressed by us. Then why do we have a minority development ministry? Why do we have a SC, ST ministry? Why do we have a backward class ministry? Why do we have an agricultural farmers ministry? Because every sector needs to be addressed. Every people have to be addressed. So when we come out with a minority declaration, we are telling the minorities that when we come to power, what we will do for them. What is the harm in this?
Okay, and Mr. Gundu Rao, of course, what impact do you think that the state polls will have on the 2024 Lok Sabha elections?
I think it will have a huge impact, and already we are seeing the signs that the last 10 years of the central rule of BJP, the life of the common man has not improved. The life of the super rich has improved. Life of the middle class has not improved. So all the false promises under the garb of communalization, under the garb of Hindutva, under the garb of all this politics of dharma, the actual lives of the people have gotten worse. Inflation, price rise, joblessness, everything. And also the foundations of democratic country is being weakened and destroyed. Our
Okay.
institutions are being destroyed. Media's freedom is being destroyed. Everything is being, being misused for the sole purpose of BJP being in power. So this has become an obvious fact today. So this nobody wants, no? Any party can come to power. Today Congress can come to power, BJP can come to power, Communists can come to power, any party can come to power. But ultimately democracy shouldn't get destroyed. And that is what is happening in the country today. So for that I think you will see that these elections will have a huge impact, and next in the parliament elections also we will have a new government in Delhi, I'm sure of that.
Okay, Mr. Gundura, before we let you go, do you somewhere feel, I'm coming back to Madhya Pradesh as my last question, do you feel that the divide in the INDIA parties in Madhya Pradesh could possibly work in the BJP's favor? Is there a worry about that?
See, India alliance is being worked at the national level. I don't want to comment on that because I'm not the person responsible or a person who needs to comment on that. But it is a sincere effort that is being made and which needs to be made. Yes, there are differences. There are differences between the Communist Party and Congress. There are differences between Congress and TMC. There are differences with other parties. But at the same time, we are finding common ground. And I think India needs it. India needs an India alliance. That's what I would like to say. And that I think is what we are working towards, at not just for our own particular selfish purpose, but for the sake of the country. So any criticism on that, people can criticize, but ultimately this alliance is a requirement.
Okay, Mr. Gundura, thank you so much for taking our time to speak to us on a very important day, and of course more elections coming up in the weeks ahead. So, of course, we will continue to be in touch to get your perspective on those as well. I go back to, I believe, is Gyanendra Mishra with us? Sir, if you can hear me, if you can unmute yourself. I believe you're in a car, so I think there's a bit of an issue with your connection there. We will try to stabilize that before we bring you into the conversation. Vineet Goenka, coming back to you. If there is something that has to work for the Congress party in Madhya Pradesh, what could it possibly be?
Devika ji?
Yes, Viniji, we can hear you.
Yeah. So probably what I heard the minister, he was speaking right now, but in Madhya Pradesh, if you see, the middle class has benefited. Madhya Pradesh was called as Bimaru state. Now it has been called as Bemisal state. I'll tell you one analogy to this. There was a lot of migrations in 90s, which used to happen from Madhya Pradesh to other parts of the country, which you have seen reverse now. If you go to Indore, IT companies have come to Indore and many of the IT companies have put their shop there. Number two, the tourism which has increased also has brought non-MP residents to those places. If you go to Balaghat, if you go to Kana, you go to other reserves there, the tourist places there, you find a lot of people who have come there for a job from outside. The soya bean or the other agriculture product which is coming up is also giving them a lot of revenue. So this is a progressive state. This is a lot of inspiration. And it has become an icon for Ladli Lakshmi Yojana, where the women was the center of the governance. And I have heard several times from CM Shivraj ji that he is not doing this for votes. This has been done purely because his heart was burning for this, and which has been communicated, which has been seen when he meets the women flocks there. So the respect of the women, Chitra Nari Tritetva. So this is what will help Mr. Shivraj ji, it will help Bharatiya Janata Party. Congress has to answer a lot there. Why did Jyotiraditya Scindia leave Congress? That has to be answered. And two, I heard the minister talking about democracy part. So, well, I see Bharatiya Janata Party where the national presidents change every now and then. So, and the current national president, Nadda ji, is not connected to any of the earlier national president. Whereas on the other side, when you see Congress, this is the first time, lately in the last 3 decades or so, where you see Mr. Kharge has to be the president. Whereas it was always a part of the family. But also, we have seen one more thing. They have to answer a lot why they have been using anti-Hindu ranting in a state like Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. So maybe probably Madam Anuma ji will be able to help us to understand why are they so against Hindus? Why are they against democracy? Why don't they have free and fair election within Congress? The Congress state president is also a son of Kamal Nath ji. So it's a dynasty party which has to answer a lot to us.
Okay, all right. Let me bring in Anumacharya of the Congress to respond to that. Anumacharya, you've heard what Vineet Goenka has had to say. How do you respond?
I was simply laughing because everything was a laughable stuff. what he said, it was so ridiculous. He said, Bimaru to be a misal state. I am from Madhya Pradesh, sitting here, come over. I'll show you how 29,000 schools have been closed down, how it is the topmost state in malnutrition. Please do not interrupt in between. I have not interrupted. I only found it very funny and stupid. Secondly, he says that Shivraj Singh says that it is not for votes. Why is he interrupting? Is it an English debate or it's some kind of fish market going out here?
Anumacharya,
please.
Anumacharya, okay, relax.
So he's not,
okay, Anumacharya,
he's not
one second. Anumacharya, you're also not supposed to call somebody else's thoughts stupid and whatever, right? But you are.
They are. So, they are ridiculous.
Exactly. So if I'm not stopping you on that, all I'm saying is calm down. Let's calm down.
I am already calmed down. My point is, in the light of the original and actual practical status of Madhya Pradesh, whatever is saying is ridiculous because it tops in malnutrition. It tops in the worst education status because here 65,000 schools have only one teacher. It doesn't have 9,000 schools. Again, he is interrupting Devika. You are not telling him anything.
Vineet Goenka, let her make her point, please. Vineet Goenka, let her finish. No, I'll give you a chance to respond.
Amit Shah ji is out of his outrages. Amit Shah is calling his own karyakartas as poopa. So there we find BJP is having infight. Not only that, they are talking about infight in Congress. I have seen Mr. Bhupendra Yadav was in Jabalpur and the gunfire was about to happen because his clothes were snagged and the BJP karyakartas are fighting within themselves. There are more than 10 BJP leaders who are mass-based leaders have left their party. They have left and joined elsewhere. So my point here is Bharatiya Janata Party has done Ladli Behna Yojana only 4 months before the election. What were they doing for 18 years? 18 years is good enough a time to perform. And he was talking about some anti-Hindu narrative, which is totally phus ho gaya. Whatever narratives now Bharatiya Janata Party and their right-wing supporters are making, they do not impact people because people know they do only that communal politics. Madhya Pradesh is a state where everybody understands what BJP has done. The state itself speaks the status of states, the stature is the whatever health, education, other amenities, the crime against women, everything speaks for itself in Madhya Pradesh. And today what is happening? Like your reporter, I don't know what motivates him to say that is a Shanti Priya Chunav. One driver of a Congress Pratyashi has been killed. Mr. Vikram Singh in Chhatarpur, his driver has been killed. How can this be a Shantipurna Matdan? So, with all its BJP's propaganda, with all their narratives, nothing is going to work in Madhya Pradesh. I am from Madhya Pradesh and I am telling you that Madhya Pradesh is voting for the change. They are not voting for Bharatiya Janata Party and their jumlas. They are going to vote for trusted Kamal Nath, who has within 15 months of his tenure, he has not only controlled the Mafia Raj, he has also controlled the adulteration, and all this was the major issues in Madhya Pradesh. And beyond that, he has given better perks to the Asha Karyakartas, and he was about to do more when the mandate was snatched away. Now the BJP right-wing supporter tells me, asks us, why Jyotiraditya Scindia left Congress? So innocent. I really admire his innocence because the mandate was snatched away. It was all money power. And BJP has a washing machine where they can clean up. Himanta Biswa Sarma, Pradhan Mantri talks about Ajit Pawar and talks about 70,000 crores corruption. And next day you see he is garlanding the Prime Minister. So whatever BJP and their supporters are making a narrative, the time is already gone. BJP is now going to go out of power from Madhya Pradesh initially, and in 2024 they are going out of power from India as well, because whatever you have not done, people will not vote you for your marketing all along.
All right, I'm going to quickly go across to my colleague Riya Girdhar, who brings us some crucial data now on the voter turnout in Madhya Pradesh. Riya, over to you.
Thanks, Devika. So there has been a significant jump in the voter turnout in Madhya Pradesh, with 27.62% people turning out to vote, starting with Can we have the numbers on the screen, please? Starting with Balaghat, we have 29.80% till 11 a.m. Remember, viewers, till 9 a.m. it was almost 12.3%. Now we have Anuppur, 28.93% till 11 a.m. There has been a significant jump in voters turning out in Madhya Pradesh. Then we have Gwalior, one of the key constituencies again of the state, with 22.6% voter turnout till 11 a.m. We have Malhargarh now 34.41%. That's a very significant jump. We have Chhindwara now 27.6% voter turnout till 11 a.m. We have Narela, we have 16.69% of voter turnout till 11 a.m. We have Raghugarh now 28.93% voter turnout, a significant jump again. Ujjain South, the Mahakal Nagari of the state, again 22.25% of voter turnout. Indore 19.56% of voter turnout. We have Datia now 31.23% of voter turnout till 11 a.m. We have Morena 23.76% of voter turnout. We have Sihawal 31.41% of voters turning up to vote. We have Shivpuri now, Yashodhara Raje Scindia's constituency 37.89%. Then we have Shivraj Singh Chauhan, the Chief Minister's constituency, which saw 33.39% of voter turnout till now. Now we have Dimani 28.92% of voter turnout till 11 a.m. Viewers, remember, these are the voters, these are the numbers straight from the ground. Now we have Jabua, which saw 30.44% of voter turnout.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for that, Ria. We will, of course, continue to track those numbers through the course of the day. Meanwhile, big news. Kamal Nath has spoken exclusively to NewsX. Listen in.
कमलनाथ इस वक्त हमारे साथ मौजूद है।
देखिए, उत्साह जनता मनाइए, उत्साह जनता के लिए है, क्योंकि वो अपने भविष्य को सुरक्षित रख रही है।
दिल्ली में
नहीं, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं।
बिल्कुल साफ तौर पे कांग्रेस प्रदेश अध्यक्ष कमलनाथ का यही कहना है कि उत्साह का पर्व है और इस उत्साह के पर्व में जो मतदाता हैं वो बढ़ चढ़ कर हिस्सा ले रहे हैं और मतदान कर रहे हैं। कैमरामैन अजय कटियार के साथ कुलभूषण सक्सेना, इंडिया न्यूज भोपाल।
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.